It's been about 7 years since the last retro of this shoe, and I'm happy to finally own a pair. What's going on, everybody? My name is Blazing Nico, and we are here to do another shoe review. Thank you guys for all the support. We're going great so far in March, and here we are with another review. Today we have the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Eggplant. The Air Foamposite 1 Eggplant, Nike's calling them the black and varsity purple, but they officially released on February 29th of 2024. We pretty much got a full family size run. We got men's, of course, we got big kids, which is GS, little kids, and I believe toddlers as well. If you guys are familiar with Foamposites, the retail price is usually pretty hefty, but for these in particular, the retail price was $240. Like I mentioned, we have not seen the Eggplant Air Foamposite 1 in about 7 years. That year was 2017, but we actually saw these plenty of times prior to that. Since this is the first for Air Foamposite review on my channel, I will give a little bit of backstory, but the Nike Air Foamposite was originally made a basketball shoe, and it came out in 1997. Made famous by a lot of people, you know, lump these together with Penny Hardaway, especially when we got the 1 cent on the back, but these were never an official shoe of Penny. You know, he had his own 1, 2 and everything, but these were definitely made famous by Penny. A lot of guys on the Nike team in the late 90s actually wore these on court, but Penny Hardaway was one that really pushed it throughout the community. So even in the late 90s, they were pushing for a futuristic design. You know, they tried out some new tech and everything. And I will say that even till this day, I believe the Air Foamposite 1 and the Pro model are still very futuristic shoes. Using some crazy technology. They used to be a lot heavier. I will say that this pair, it seems like they lightened up. I don't know if it's they lighten up this material or the inside of the shoe, but we'll get more into the details in a little bit. Now let's take an in-depth look at the Nike Air Foamposite 1 in this Eggplant colorway. Obviously, throughout the upper, lateral, and medial side, the biggest thing about Foamposites is this Foamposite material. I don't know if it's a hard plastic, I'm assuming it is, but you know, we got it all the way wrapped around the shoe, all the way through the heel counter. 1 cent sign on the back, that Penny logo, even though it's not an official Penny shoe. One big thing I love about Foamposites is definitely the mini swoosh on the toe box of the shoe. It always goes great. 1 cent on that lace as well. It only comes with black laces. Usually on the Foamposites, this upper along the eye stays, and throughout the shoe is a suede or a nubuck, and this is like a mesh around the ankle collar of the shoe. A little bit of mesh on the pull tab for it as well. Mesh on the sock and a sock liner, but these are clean, man. I'm so happy to add these to the collection. I'm happy Nike stayed true to the Eggplant. You know, it kind of gives that different shades of purple when you change around the shoe. We've seen some mock-up pictures where it was more of a flat purple. It was a lot lighter. I'm happy that they kept them in that OG form. I'm happy to add these to the collection. These definitely will not be leaving. You guys have just checked out the try on portion for the Air Foamposite 1. I will say that I always go true to size for Foamposites. If you have a wider foot, it may be a little bit tighter on the outside pinky for the shoe. I will say that Foamposites don't have much give when you first get the shoe, but I used to actually hoop in my pair of cough drops Foamposites, and they really form to your feet. But when you first put these on, you might have a little bit of discomfort in the outside of your foot. So I'm recommending true to size for a more normal to slender foot. If you have a wider foot, I recommend trying some on. It may be hard to get your hands on a pair of foams to try on. They're not readily available in many stores at all. but I would recommend going true to size.
Now let's take a look at GOAT for the resale on these Eggplant foams. As you can see, the lower men's sizes are about retail and below retail, you know, going down to super small sizes. But once you get to size 9, 9.5, we're creeping up to almost 300. Over size 10.5, we're upper 300s. We're like 316 to mid 300s, about 350. They're about $300 on StockX at this time. And here's a full size chart for StockX. Everything's about the same. It's pretty consistent across the board.
Honestly, with a hefty retail price of $240, I was not expecting these to sell out. They did not come out on the regular foot sites like JD Sports and everything. Foamposites usually come to those smaller boutiques like a St. Alfred or a Corporate Gotham or stores like that. They also release on Nike sneakers, but for the retail, we'll check out that in a little bit. But for the resale, I did not expect it to hold up after the release. For it to be over the retail price is pretty good for these. But even if I didn't hit these for retail, these would definitely be worth grabbing for the resale price they are at right now. As always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to yet another shoe review. This is a shoe that I've been waiting on for a little while. Like I said, it's been 7 years since we got them. I'm happy to add them to the collection. But please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, thank you guys.